I don't need a buyer's agent to buy a house. I'm just going to deal direct with the listing agents. Over my time in real estate, I've heard this quite a bit. There's no bigger mistake, actually. And let me start off by saying this. If you and your spouse or you and your partner were going to get a separation, divorce, whatever that looks like these days, would you use the same lawyer? 9 times out of 10, you would not. And why not? Because the lawyer can't hold the best interests of both parties at the same time. They have to either go neutral, in which case nobody's really getting the better deal, or they have to side with one person over the other. And real estate's no different. So when you're a buyer and you want to work direct only with listing agents, you have to remember that that listing agent actually works for the seller. They don't work for you. And there are instances, this would make it a much more complex video. I'm not going to go into it today, but there are instances where a listing agent can deal with both neutrally. But at the end of the day, the reality is they're never going to have your best interest in mind. So it's a listing agent's job to get the most amount of money for that home, for that seller, make the best deal possible. And that usually equates to the most money. In a buyer's agent scenario, their goal is to get the best deal or the best price for you on that particular property. And the two don't mix. And so if you are just going around as a buyer calling listing agents thinking, oh, well, the big thing they always say is, well, if a listing agent and a buyer agent, if a listing agent deals with the seller and the buyer, they're going to actually discount their commission, which is going to make it cheaper for me to buy the house. Absolutely not. All that happens as a realtor is we just pick up both sides of the commission. And shouldn't we? Because at the end of the day, I'm now doing two jobs, right? So that's why we offer a listing commission to the listing agent and a buyer's commission to the buyer's agent, because they're two separate jobs. That's like hiring a kitchen guy to do your kitchen, but then ask him to do the driveway paving too and just throw that in. It doesn't work. They're two totally separate things. And so they're monetarily incentivized accordingly. And so that is the reality of it. So as a buyer out there, I would definitely stress that you connect with your own agent of choice. If it's not me, I get it. But the reality is, I'd like to leave you with something today. If you're in the market and you're like, man, where do I start? Shoot me a DM and I can send you a copy of my buyer or seller checklist.